Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for watching today. I've been away from the game for a little bit due to some life circumstances, and I decided yesterday when I started playing to try out live streaming just to see how it worked and if it was something that I might want to do. So I had a few little bugs, but I did just start demolishing some of my biomes, and then I decided I just wanted to start trying to decorate in the plaza. I didn't have any idea of like what I had wanted to do or put there or anything, so I just started kind of messing around with some stuff. I did know that I wanted to put a train because I had never done that before, and I kind of like the idea because I have it in like the Vale and Eternity Isle that you can take the trains to the different valleys. So I knew I wanted to put that in, and then I also wanted to do a kind of spring color palette. I think that I'll probably still have this up during a lot of spring because it's going to take so long to decorate all the different valleys and everything. And I really like the yellow and greens and then like some of the pinks. So the park entrances for the train and the train itself just have a different, kind of color to them. So in the end, I do try to bring out a lot more of the spring colors in the foliage and things. So I'm just trying to figure out the layout and foliage and what I'm gonna do for the train, and then I'll start putting the buildings in. Started putting some hedges over here in front of the rock so I could build a little train stop like waiting area. And then I'll go and hedge off the back right here in front of the peaceful meadow. This is where I wanted to put all my big buildings on that side. And I decided just to use the hedges and no fencing like I would normally do in front of them, but might have looked good with some white fencing in front of it to kind of brighten it up a little bit. I knew I wanted to use the flower shop because of the spring theme. So I ended up putting that over there. I wanted to have a little bit of space to make an outdoor area for it. I used some of these, the pink trees, potted trees. I just got these. I bought those last week and then they went on sale this week. Same thing with Eric's ship. Everything I bought last week went on sale this week, so now I get scared to buy recommended stuff like in case it goes on sale. But so I put these tropical wood fences in front of the hedges because I like the plants, and so I decided to just do that next to the flower shop, so it kind of blocks off the mining nodes and stuff, even though I can still access them, but it's kind of a cute background to a little side area for the shop. And then I really like putting daisies straight like this now that we have all the angling that we can do. I ended up liking how that turns out, just having it facing forward instead of like cornered. Just trying to figure out the layout, but these are all the buildings that I end up using. I definitely could have fit more in if I wanted to put like Monsters Inc. or the apartment building or really a lot of things, but I didn't want to use all my buildings because we have so many biomes to decorate now, and I wanted to leave some green spaces, and so that's that's why I decided just on all these buildings. But I do end up building kind of a lot around the restaurant. So I wish I had switched the flower shop and the bakery to not have the bakery right next to the restaurant, because it's almost like I have two of the same things next to each other, but it just happened this way. I wasn't really sure where things were going to be and how I was going to decorate it. So, I mean, it's fine. It's still cute. It's just one of those real life things that don't actually matter in the game. So I'm building the fancy dining area next to Remy's, and I liked using these kind of Cinderella like golden marble and stuff. It kind of matches Scrooge's as well, so I think that looks cohesive and nice there. And then I'm trying to figure out the foliage here. And some of this fencing and stuff will change a little bit later. So I knew I wanted to do something different next to the flower shop than I had done before, and I really liked how these Tiana cabinets looked. It's like perfectly matches it, so I decided to build a little work area next to it. It's probably not something you would really see in a city or something, but I do think it looks like really cute, so I went ahead and went with it. I'm just adding some little decor kind of all over. Some little like pastry things and teas and the little details. I just put little flowers on the tables and candles and stuff. Then I decided to put this aquarium here because I was thinking maybe it's like the fresh lobster tank or something, or maybe it's just for looks, but yeah. Then I'm just building putting a little checkered path between Forest of Valor and Peaceful Meadow, making sure that it's easy for me to run from like behind the building and everything. And then I just put the clock tower and some of the same foliage next to this train side. And I decided to make a picnic table just because I wanted something a little lighter and brighter. So I just made it light with some kind of spring colors. It's not the best, but it works. Then I just put some like islands over here on this side of Remy's, kind of a more like casual side to the restaurant. That's why I think I probably shouldn't have the bakery like right next to that because they're so similar, but it's all right. Then I put a little barbecue area next to the apartment building and a picnic blanket on the other side. It's kind of also bright and brings out the color. And then I decided I wanted a little bit lighter over here, so I couldn't find any tables and chairs that I love, so I decided to make some, and I made the wood kind of match that sign right in front of the bakery. And these tables I don't love because you only have one spot to place something in the center, but it's all that we have for a touch of magic, and I do like how these turned out. And then I lighten up the chairs too. I do end up putting like leaf path under the flooring there later. Just putting all the tracks in, and I had on the left side I had matched kind of the seating train waiting area, but I kind of skipped through that because I'm going to change that area. I started putting the yellow and green bushes, which is I think peaceful meadow bushes, and then the Mythopia ones. I really like how these look together and how bright they were, but I'll kind of like change it a little bit, like with the fencing and stuff. And then of course the yellow and green like flower beds. I could not find anything I really love to try to cover up the red parts of these train or park entrances, but I did want to put like a little market area, and then I decided to just try and put them in front of it because so here you know, I wanted to put some like flowers here, and it let me put these flower bushes right next to the apartment building, which it doesn't let you put a lot of things right next to it, so that was nice. I wish they were like a little brighter, but I still like it. And here's where I'm kind of adjusting this side. I tried out Tiana's stall, and also I could have removed like all that stuff and just put all the stalls there, which was one of my ideas, but I just didn't like how the color palette was for most of them. So I put out these green ice creams, which I really liked. So I decided to just put like an ice cream stand there. Oh, and then I put some white fencing just to make it a little brighter on this side because there's a lot more muted colors. I do have these big spots next to the plaza right here that look kind of empty that I could have maybe put the stand there and things, but everything else is so full. And here's where I decided to move the bushes and make them kind of the barrier between the train and the walkway. And then I put a like flower bush patch on the sides. And I think all this like really brings out a lot of color and foliage to the whole plaza, which I really like. And I put that fencing on the inside, which I think it looks good both ways, without it or with it. So now I'm just making a path between sunlit and peaceful meadow and kind of decorating that area a little bit. I had to constantly pick up oregano. And that's it. I think I might have just added some food and little stuff like that afterwards. So I really like how this turned out. I love how like bright and colorful it is and easy to get around. So different than what I've had previously, so at least to me. So I really like it. I like having these big trees and picnic table areas. And this little flower shop area, I really like. I did hide a vacuum in there, but you just have to deal with that stuff. Yeah, I just think all the buildings and color around just look really pretty here. I probably could have used more of those gazebos, but there's always so much you can do. And here's the fancy side of Remy's, which I do really like how that turned out, and I like using the kind of gold stuff since it's next to Scrooge's. And here the more like casual side where I can display more food. I do like this little bakery, bright spring furniture. Yeah, I don't, it's like sometimes feels like it's too many, like not really cohesive all together, but I don't know. I really like it. Oh, and Owen, if you're watching, I'm so sorry I missed you in the live. I did not know what I was doing. And my dress here is inspired by Nady, also known as Always Be Silly. And she is like, has a really nice valley, really good decorator. And she was, I think, her valley was being toured in another stream, and she was wearing this big beautiful dress with like all the characters all over it, and I just told her I was gonna copy it, so that's what I did. Try to make it kind of different, just make a short dress, but I think it's really fun and cute. And then also in my Daisy's windows, I added a couple like spring colored dresses because I like how I like to have dresses in the windows that match what's happening outside. And those were designed by Jovi Fan, who I don't believe is a creator, but I've made friends with through other friends on Twitch. And yeah, he designed all those dresses that I have. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that something in this gave you some inspiration. I really appreciate all the likes and subscribes, and I really hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.